Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Sammy.
And the greatest driver.
Jesse.
Yes, I love that. Even though
Sammy.
it's both me $5.
What?
I think I'm excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Okay, my friends, the only thing I have to do on this tour are the safety rules. Let me do them right now. If you need my assistance during the tour, like if you have an emergency, medical emergency, if something gets weird with the sound or video, or if you drop something off the side of the tram, it happens. Everybody take a look up. You're gonna see that big long red emergency cord that runs right down the center of the tram. You just reach up, grab it, pull that baby. I'll be back to help you as soon as I can, all right? Just remember the studio is private property, so if you drop your phone or you just can't wait to use the bathroom, you can pull that cord and then remain seated. And my friends, I am going to say this about 9,000 times during the tour, maybe more. Here's the time number 1. Please, oh please, stay seated, okay? No standing up. Keep those hands and feet inside the tram. Of course, no smoking and no vaping. But if you want to take pictures with your cell phones and cameras, absolutely. Take as many photos as you want. Just no selfie sticks. That's the only thing I ask, all right? And finally, I want you to hold on to everything very tightly. Hold on to your belongings. Yes, that's right. We're going to have a lot of sudden movements, loud noises, fire effects, and water effects. Now, if this is your first time on the tour, don't worry about the water, okay? There's only a chance of you getting splashed with water if you're sitting in a blue seat today. They're looking good. Okay, good. Everyone's smiling. No one's giving me a dirty look. That's good, you guys. Now, as we head down this hill, if you look on your left-hand side, and then also it's going to be directly in front of you, you're going to see the construction for our new roller coaster. This is opening up this summer at some point. They haven't said exactly when, but Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift. I'm going to be very honest to this group. You guys are going to see this big drop in front of you. I'm a baby. Like, there's no way I'm getting on that. So you guys come back this summer. Let me know if it's scary, and I'll hold your bags. Maybe I'll buy you a churro. I don't think I can do it, you guys. They've been testing out the cars, and if you love roller coasters, it's going to be incredible. Now, as we head into the studio, I want to show you one of the only real things you're going to see on this tour, besides me and besides Jesse. This building coming up on your right-hand side. It is not a set for a movie or a TV show. It's actually a real working fire station just for us here on the lot, Fire Station 51. If the doors are open, you will see that I'm not lying to you. The doors are wide open, you guys. That is 100% real. If you see anybody in there, they are not actors. All right? That is very, very
Whoa.
Now, I want to start this tour with one of the most embarrassing stories I can possibly tell you about your tour guide. Our studio tour has been going since 1964, and if you're bad with math, no judgment, that's 61 and a half years. Put that in the back of your brain for just a second. I've been a tour guide for a long time, you guys, almost 15 years. It's a long time, right? The other day, a little boy came up to me after the tour, and he asked me if I was one of the very first tour guides. In 1964. Nobody's I need some Botox, Jesse.
Wait.
You guys, that made me like 85 years old. I cried. Thank you. Thank you for sharing my trauma, you guys. Oh, wait, pause. That's a real fire truck. That's a real fire truck. And back to the station. I told you guys it was real. On your left-hand side, you're going to see a few more movie posters, just a few of our over 8,000 movies we've made right here on the lot. So right now, we are about to enter the biggest, the busiest, the oldest, and the best working studio. I want you guys to keep your eyes on your left-hand side. The very last poster, all the way at the bottom on your left, is for the movie Oppenheimer. That won the Academy Award 3 years ago for Best Picture. It's a Universal movie, and as soon as we pass that poster, we are officially in the movie studio, with a big exception. Your right-hand side, there's a big building coming up here. That is not part of the studio. That is the back part of Super Nintendo World. That's where Mario and Luigi hang out. They're on the lower level of the theme park, so they are right next door to our movie studio. But on your left-hand side, this is our beautiful studio. So you guys are going to see these buildings all over the studio that are like black on the bottom and white on the top. They all have numbers on them. We call them our sound stages, and this is where they film all of the inside scenes for our movies and TV shows. Now, it just so happens my favorite TV show films right over there, and I swear I do not say that about every show. I really do not. My favorite show right now, it streams on HBO Max. and they just started releasing their 5th and sadly final season. It's a show called Hacks on HBO Max starring Gene Smart. If you haven't seen Hacks, you guys, it truly is the best show on television. Gene Smart, who's the star of that show, she's won 4 Emmys just for that show alone. She's won a bunch of Golden Globe Awards. It is so good. And even though it streams on HBO, it films right here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be NBC or Peacock to film on our lot. It's really good. For those of you who watch the classic sitcom The Office, and I know a lot of people, that's like become people's comfort show. I get it. They filmed the spin-off right here. It is called The Paper.
Hi, Studio Tour. We're here on the lot where we film The Paper, which follows our characters' day-to-day lives as employees of a struggling newspaper, Toledo Truth Teller.
That's right. Unlike many other TV shows, The Paper uses multiple cameras and a variety of shot types and movements to give our show a true documentary feel.
Because the camera is always around whenever we're on the set, it's important that we stay in character.
Hey, Oscar, what's your favorite part to work in the role?
I wasn't expecting you to ask me. You know what? I love being around talented, wonderful, hilarious people. I also get to work with Chelsea Fry. How about you, Chelsea? What's your favorite?
Oh, I love waving to the tracks.
Oh. Okay. You can probably stop waving now.
No, it's fine. Let's try.
Yeah?
Let's try. Okay.
Remember how I said they were setting up for one of our TV shows later on? It's The Paper. That's what we're going to drive by when they're setting up. So I'll let you know when we go by there. Okay, the next one coming up is for the kids on board and kids at heart. And then I have one just for my adults. Okay, kids, if you love the Minions and you love Despicable Me, I want you to look on your right-hand side just a couple seconds. You're going to see 2 Minions. This is embarrassing. They're toilet papering that sign on your right-hand side that says Illumination Entertainment. That one's for the kids and kids at heart. Now the next one is only for the adults. We have a show that films here that is very R-rated and very dirty. Kids, don't even think about it. It's called Ted on Peacock, based off the movies Ted and Ted 2. And if you want to see the star of Ted, take a look on your left-hand side. You're going to see Ted the teddy bear drinking a beer. All right, Adult Season 2 is streaming on Peacock, but kids, don't get me in trouble. Something a little more all ages appropriate. We have a movie that's been in theaters for just over 2 weeks. I think a lot of you probably have seen it already.
Hi, Studio Tour. I'm Charlie Day. I'm Chris Pratt. Here's a look at our new film, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, only in theaters April 1st. Finish this move. Now.
You can see it tonight if you haven't already. Now there's one more TV show that films at the end of the screen in the big building on your left. I watch this TV show. I want more people to see it. It's so funny. It's actually funny and adorable. It's called St. Denis Medical.
Welcome to St. Denis Medical Center.
St. Denis Regional Medical.
I have access to some really good stuff, and I will hook you up.
No, man. That was a test.
We're not supposed to have favorite patients, but we do.
I almost don't want him to get better.
Pale, kind of blotchy. It's the other one.
Oh my God, that's much worse.
It's really fun, you guys. So they film in this big building on your left-hand side. As we turn the corner, you're going to see the poster with the cast, and they're coming back. They're coming back for season 3, which we're so excited about. Right now, season 2 is streaming on Peacock, airing on NBC, but they're coming back for a 3rd season. All right, you guys, we are leaving the front lot where they film all the insides and the sound stages, and we're heading to the back lot. We are coming up to the part that I said was closed off for a while, and everyone was sad, and you guys don't get to be sad. We're coming. First, take a look on your right-hand side. You're going to see it kind of looks like a little city. We call these our metropolitan sets. And if you keep looking on your right, there's going to be a street with a whole bunch of stairs. This is what it looked like in the movie Bruce Almighty.
Dude, you gotta watch it.
There it is, 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 there it is.
Dude, this is sick, man.
Okay, you guys, here we go. We're seeing the most iconic sets. Nobody gets to be sad because we're not missing them today. We are going back to the future. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a bunch of secrets. Up on your screens is what the clock tower looked like in Back to the Future. Now, as we turn the corner, on your left-hand side, you're going to see Sammy. That looks different. Like the pillars are gone, and it says City Hall. It looks different, and there's a really good reason why. This area became famous for Back to the Future, but they still have to film here all the time. And one of the reasons that this has been closed off for the past 7 months, they were filming a new TV show here. It's a spin-off of The Big Bang Theory. So if you watch The Big Bang Theory, there's a new show coming out called Stewart Fails to Save the Universe. That's what it's called. And they've been filming here kind of non-stop in the area that became famous from Back to the Future. By the way, any kids on board who have not seen the movie Back to the Future, I'm giving you homework on a Saturday. I'm very mean. It's good homework, I promise. Now, as we leave the small town of Hill Valley, California, we're gonna head into the big city. More specifically, the Big Apple. If anybody's visiting me today from New York City, I want to say welcome home. This is called New York Street. I'm gonna let my co-host Jimmy Fallon tell you more.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. What's been mugged over there? An old woman. Tough lady. It's my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. Yeah. It's cool, guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Oh, you guys, take a look around. This street is often closed off to tourists because it's one of the most popular filming locations on the lot. They have filmed huge movies here like Transformers, Captain America, First Avenger, The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. Also, if you've ever seen a TV show called American Ninja Warrior, where they have that big obstacle course, they're doing all the incredible stunts, they film right here. They set up the entire obstacle course right here on New York Street. So this is a very popular filming location. Sometimes, you guys, they make me keep secrets. Like if a TV show or a movie is really top secret, I am not allowed to talk about it. Okay, there is a TV show that was filming here that I could not talk about at all, and now I can only say one tiny thing without losing my job. So here we go. I think it's premiering next month on Amazon Prime. It's a new TV show called Spider Noir with Nicolas Cage. And you guys might have heard, I know a lot of you are like, it is going to be a huge deal, especially for those of you who love like superhero kind of stuff. That's all I can say. Huge, huge deal. And they were filming here kind of nonstop as well. I mean, they film here all the time, you guys. And there's a couple different things that they do to change the way the street looks, because we have to use the same street over and over and over again. If you look on the sidewalk, every like maybe 20 feet or so, there's like little squares. If you lift up the square, underneath, there's an outlet underneath. Like you could, charge your cell phone if you wanted to. But we plug in street lights and street signs and even trees to change the way the street looks. So we can use the same street over and over and over again. All right, guys, we gotta say goodbye to New York. Don't be too sad, because our next stop is the jungle, which means we're gonna see King Kong. And I'm gonna let director Peter Jackson introduce King Kong right now.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on
So,
TV
and then you said
when
the
I
fire
was
station
about
was
8 or 9
a real
years
active
old.
fire station. Do they ever film
I
there too,
wanted to
though?
become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real
King
life
Kong, the
and
biggest
sweep
gorilla.
you up in
The
adventure.
biggest.
And to me, Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you encounter monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times.
You guys, can we just do a quick little wave? This is the only time we get to see each other. Hey, you guys, how's everybody doing? You guys having fun? Hi. This is a good-looking group. All right, we'll see you guys.
So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. And it's great to have you along for the ride. we're about to return to Skull Island.
Okay,
Yep.
guys, we're gonna let our eyes adjust to the darkness for just a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you one funny story. As
The
we're inside
island
here.
will see.
So what we're about to see is CGI, which is computer-generated imagery. But King Kong in 2005 used a really old school technique called using miniatures. I'm gonna show you up on your screens. That boat that you're seeing is tiny. And you're gonna see a guy standing next to it like a ruler. You can see how small it is. But with things like forced perspective, it can look bigger on screen. This is a really old school technique. It's a practical effect. Now, the only time that gets ruined is when something goes by it that's the wrong height. So in this scene, a duck swims by and is not supposed to, and then the duck is like half the height as the boat, half as tall as the boat, and then it ruins the whole illusion. See, there he is, he's swimming by, he's quacking. That looks like a monster duck, right? He's like half the size of the boat. That's the only time that it doesn't work. All right, you guys, we're about to head inside. Just a quick reminder, remember to stay seated. Please hold on very tightly. It is going to be a bumpy ride, so hold on to your loved ones. And by loved ones, I mean cell phones. All right, you guys, seriously, if you drop your cell phone in here, I cannot jump out and get it. And please no bright lights or flash photography. All right, you guys, let's go see King Kong.
Ready. Okay.
All right, everybody, hold on tight. Keep those cell phones nice and dark. And most importantly, have the best time. It is so much fun.
Okay. Don't drop it. Whoa. What is this? Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages, that was King Kong. Yeah, Lou. Okay, wait a minute. I have to do a shout out to my girlfriend in the second row who held on to her drink the entire time I saw you. That is talent, my friend. Yes. Game recognizes game. You guys, that was done by Peter Jackson and his team at Weta Digital. They did all the special effects for King Kong. They actually just won their 8th Academy Award last month for the new Avatar movie, Avatar Fire and Ash. And my Stranger Things fans, they did, yes, okay. They did some of the special effects for the last season of Stranger Things. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about computer-generated imagery as we head out of King Kong. that tram is where we just were. It doesn't always have to be New York. In that show Ted that I mentioned, just for the adults, it was Boston. Here's Seth MacFarlane to tell you more.
Hi everyone, Seth MacFarlane here, and I'm excited to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at my Peacock original event series, TED. It's a prequel series set in 1993. That means our skilled craftspeople had to build a high school.
Pause. Does that high school look familiar to you guys? That is the clock tower from Back to the Future. Same exact place.
Yeah.
And even recreate downtown Boston as it looked back in the day, using exterior sets and facades you're about to see on the tour.
Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I have to pause one more time. There are some celebrities on your left-hand side. You're going to see these two geese kind of under the tree. They run around the back lot. Later on, we're going to pass by a big goose pond. But these are like the celebrity. I mean, they like run around. They chase after the trams. It is always hilarious to have a goose sighting. So we might see more of that on the tour. You never know what you're going to see here.
TED is intended for mature audiences. So grown-ups, tell the kids to go in the other room before you watch. Oh, come on!
Don't get me in trouble, you guys. That's only for the adults. Okay, you are about to get one of the best views that you're going to have on the entire tour. On your right-hand side coming up, you're going to see this incredible mural of our classic Universal monsters, like Frankenstein and Wolfman. This was done by an artist named Tristan Eaton. He's a spray paint artist, and I was here when he was doing this freehand. Absolutely incredible. We founded our studio on those old classic monster movies. I love, this is like the best view you could possibly get of it. It is so incredible. Then coming up on your left-hand side, just past stage 34, you're going to see where they film our most popular TV show on the lot. It's the singing reality show, The Voice. You can't miss it. Big red front, letter V. We're back, you guys, season 29 seasons, and Kelly Clarkson is back as well. Now, if you keep looking on your left, you guys, if you keep looking on your left, you're going to see the goose pond where they're supposed to be. There might be a few more of their friends in there. That's where they're supposed to be, hanging out with those other guys. But also across it on your left-hand side, stage 33, is where Reba McEntire films her show Happy's Place.
Hey there, I'm Reba McEntire, and welcome to Happy's Place. We shoot our heartfelt comedy right here on the Universal Lot. Now, like most TV shows, we are a multi-camera sitcom, meaning several cameras capture every scene from a different angle all at the same time. Each episode takes about a week to make, from the first read-through of the script to rehearsals to taping in front of a live studio audience. And let me tell you, every step is a blast. Enjoy the ride, and we'll see you at Happy's Place. From start to swing, but I was thinking about it. The men are the ones that's supposed to ask the women out. That hasn't been true for 30 years. I haven't dated in 30 years.
Happy's Place, Friday on NBC and Peacock.
All right, you guys, remember how I told you there's an area of the lot that's closed off for something awesome? It's this area in front of you, and it's closed off for something called Fan Fest Nights. You guys might have seen some signs in the park. This is a nighttime event, a separate ticketed event that's actually starting next weekend. And in that area on your left-hand side, if you get a ticket, you get to run around with Scooby-Doo and the Scooby-Doo gang, and you get chased by Universal monsters. I am very excited about this, you guys. I think it's so awesome, and I will play a little video at the end of the tour about the Scooby-Doo part. So if you guys are local and you're going to be here next weekend, Fan Fest Nights is so much fun. Okay, we're going to get to see the inside of a soundstage right now. I'm going to take myself off camera, otherwise it's really bright on your eyes. So let me just put the old stay seated sign up on your screens. This is supposed to look like a subway station in the beautiful city of San Francisco. That's what the whole soundstage is decorated to look like. But on your left-hand side, you're going to see it's all set up for filming. There's a chalkboard with a production schedule, camera equipment, lighting equipment. We leave it up like this year-round. Now, if you do not live in California,
I do.
I'm going to make you feel like you live in California. And the best way I can do that is with a good old-fashioned California earthquake. So everybody hold on tight. A little earthquake in here, make you feel like real Californians. Here we go.
Uh-oh. Earthquake!
All right, everybody, hold on tight. Hold on for your lives.
Oh. It's gonna spread water. Oh.
We survived. Everybody, we survived.
I knew water would
I think
pop
it's
out.
so funny. Everybody was like really calm during the earthquake, and then when the water came down, that's when I saw panic coming. That's right. Okay, you guys, it truly is such a gorgeous day outside. I think after that, we need to do some relaxing. Let's go to the beach. A nice, relaxing beach town called Amity Island.
That must be for Jaws.
Yeah, okay.
No wonder she was scared. There it is. Great white shark. No swimming.
All right. I think a lot of you know Amity Island is where the man-eating shark from the movie Jaws lives. But don't worry, I would never put us in any harm's way. They came out this morning, they closed the beach, and they caught the shark. Yeah, we're gonna see him hanging up in just a second. Now we're gonna pass this billboard coming up on your left-hand side. Don't let that scare you. That's before they caught the shark, all right? So don't worry about that, all right? If you want to see the shark hanging up by his tail, I want you to look on your right-hand side. Right past the street is right there. Oh, no, wait a second. Wait a second, you guys. That shark is too small.
What?
I don't think they caught the right shark.
I think that...
Do me a favor. Just like always, remember to sit all the way down. But maybe keep your eyes towards the water, like just in case. Worst case scenario, we give that scary...
What was that? What's that?
There's a fin
no.
out there.
Uh-oh.
That is not good.
Nope.
We're going to need a bigger tram.
But...
Okay, nobody panic. My buddy George is scuba diving out there. He's going to tell us what to do. George, what should we do about that shark?
Excuse me.
George, can you give us a little signal if you're okay? Okay, all right, cool. Any small kids on board? George is going to take a little nap right now, all right? He'll be fine.
No.
Do not worry about George. Now we're going to pull forward one more time.
A shark.
Remember to sit all the way down just like always.
Shark is
park in a really safe area. Right
excuse
next to
me?
a whole bunch of flammable gasoline. What could be safe?
Mrs. Studio Tour?
That's real, you guys. If you can feel that, that's real.
Oh, done!
Ooh, that smell, man.
I think I got like one tiny scream for that plastic shark. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. There he is, everybody. Now, the shark's name is not Jaws. The movie is called Jaws. The shark's name is Bruce. Bruce, the shark from Jaws. And look, you guys, Bruce is the only shark in the world that can do the backstroke. He's going to go right back into that water to scare the next tram. There he goes. Bye, Brucey. We're actually going to go by the shark one more time in just a moment, and I will let Steven Spielberg, the director of Jaws, tell you more about that shark and how he was kind of a pain when they were making the movie. But first, we're going to see an area that some of you might recognize from a very funny movie called Nacho Libre.
Oh, man.
Nacho with Jack Black.
Wow.
Or if you're my age,
What, Jack Black?
old,
That's the one who done Spouse's voice.
Amigos, one of my favorites. All right, I know I said I was going to say this 9,000 times.
Oh.
You know what I'm going to say. Remember to stay seated because on this gorgeous day, I want to show you how we fake bad weather in movies and TV shows, because this is perfect weather for like visiting a theme park, but not so great for movies and TV shows. We want to create an environment, right? We make it romantic, make it mysterious. So I'm going to show you how we fake thunder, lightning, and rain.
Why.
And I'm actually going to do it in that order, you guys. Thunder, lightning, rain. Let me start with the thunder first. Thunder coming from speakers high up above our heads. Lightning coming from strobe lights. And you know what they say? Thunder only happens when it's raining.
I know it's
Players only love you when they're playing. It's good advice. Look on your left side, everybody. Look at this gorgeous rain. That is coming from something very fancy. It's called a sprinkler. I know. I'm blowing your minds right now. All right. I am going to turn the water off, because if I don't turn the water off in time, that could be bad. That could be like thousands of gallons of water just rushing right towards us. Give me 1 second.
malfunctioning?
Okay, you guys, I have a new plan. Stay seated, keep looking on your left, and no matter what happens, don't blame your tour guide. That's the most important part. Here it comes, everybody. A big flash.
Uh-oh, it's a flood! Oh, flooding! It's flooding!
That is the oldest attraction on the back lot, besides me. I'm going to show you what it looks like in a movie called Big Fat Liar.
Right, you're right, yeah.
Oh, there really was a big flood.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid!
You felt like you need lots of boats.
Alright, you guys, so we are about to head into the Old West. This area is called Six Points. All the big cowboy movie stars used to film their westerns right here. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest. This street was closed off for a while, and you'll know why in just a second. Yeah, right-hand side, they were doing tons of construction. It's only been reopened for maybe like 3 weeks or something, so your timing is really awesome. This is also where Quentin Tarantino filmed his movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. They filmed right here with Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, and my future husband. That would be Brad Pitt. That's right, you guys. Let me have some delusion on a second. Here are some Western stars that used to film right here. All right, everybody, we are about like 70% done with the tour already. You guys are doing such a great job with the safety rules. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. Stay seated, of course, but if you do have an emergency or need my assistance, you can always pull that cord. Okay, you're gonna get one last peek at where all the geese are. By the way, for my horror movie fans, that body of water is where they filmed this classic horror movie, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Speaking of horror, a tram filled with ghosts. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why that tram is empty. That's very weird. All right, you guys, we're going to turn this corner. Now, I promised you we were going to go past where we saw the shark, Bruce, one last time. We're going to head there right now. And I also promised you director of Jaws, Mr. Steven Spielberg. Here he is.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the trap. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on Universal lot. There have been tweaks.
Yeah, you guys, I'm going to pause. If some of you came here as a kid, you might remember the shark being a little bit scarier. It kind of was. It used to come out a little bit further. It had really sharp teeth. We called him Carrot Tooth because all the teeth looked like
kind of looks like Megalodon.
It was a little bit scary. If you're remembering that, you are remembering it correctly.
Over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I'm done bashing the shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean in 1974.
Ooh, I can feel that fire from here. Oh my goodness. You guys, this month we're celebrating 50 years of the attraction being on the tour. The movie turned 51, and yeah, that has been on the tour for 50 years. Absolutely incredible. All right, you guys, as we turn this corner, I want you to look on your right-hand side up here, this cute little house, we call it the Chicken Ranch. So I mentioned to you guys that there's an area equipment there. That's what they're getting ready for season 2 of The Paper. They filmed a really cool new show on that stream called The Burbs, starring Keke Palmer, which is streaming on Peacock. It's kind of like a murder mystery. And for 8 seasons, that's where they filmed this show, Desperate Housewives.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighborhood.
Turn the corner. The cars are going to be on both sides, so feel free to look around. But I'm going to start talking about the ones that are on your left-hand side. The first one that you're going to see is what the tram used to look like back in 1964, when that child thought I started working here. We called it the Glamour Tram with the red and white stripes. Very glamorous. For my Harry Potter fans, right next to it is the Ford Anglia from Chamber of Secrets. Right-hand side, we've got Back to Beyond, we've got Back to the Future, but my favorites are the Flintstones on your left-hand side. I think those are really cute. First eco-friendly cars. Of course, I gotta show you some Fast and the Furious cars. Transformers fans, Bumblebee is second from the end, bright yellow. And then also on your right-hand side, some cute cars from How the Grinch Stole Christmas and from The Mummy. Now, I don't know if these cars are even aware that they are parked right next door to a total Psycho.
Whoa, look.
Take a look on your right-hand side, the famous Bates Motel from Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller Psycho, one of the scariest movies of all time. Still to this day, one of the scariest.
Is she saying that our hotel's haunted?
Guys, I'm going to pause the scary for just a second. Because we're going to pull forward in just a second, you're going to see a little replica of the Hollywood sign. This is a lot smaller than the actual one. But Psycho was truly revolutionary. I think we all remember that shower scene. If you haven't seen it, kids, don't do it. I mean, it scared me a lot as a kid. But anytime I hear this music, I always think of it and get terrified over and over again. Alfred Hitchcock, we called him the master of suspense. And Psycho was probably one of his most famous movies. Coming up on your left-hand side, you're going to see the house from Psycho. Still spooky to this day. Some say Mother is still rocking away inside of there. All right, you guys, after the Psycho House, we only have 2 more sets left on the entire tour, and this is my favorite. This is the crash site from the 2005 Paramount movie, War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise. Now, if you're wondering if that plane on your left-hand side is real or fake, it's real. That is a real airplane that they destroyed specifically for the movie, War of the Worlds.
Oh, and there's a school bus. And that one's not broken either.
It's perfect example of a set that is all designed around visions.
But that place is a real mess.
Now they're talking about more of the world. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in the big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see. You're doing good. You're doing good. Guys, I mean, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now close.
Excuse me.
Bobby, get in. Get in.
I wonder why this school bus is not broken.
All right, my beautiful friends, we have one last set left to see on the tour. Less than 10 minutes left, so one last time. You know what I'm going to say. Remember to stay seated, and if you do have an emergency, you can always hold a horn. Okay, when we drove by the street where the Burbs had filmed, that stars Keke Palmer, and she's also the star of the movie that the last sets we're going to see. I'm going to let her introduce for a second our last sets.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Kiki Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Clay.
So the movie is called Nope. The star is Kiki Palmer, and the director is Jordan Peele. So we're going to see these sets called Jupiter's Clay. I'm going to let Jordan Peele officially introduce our last sets of the tour.
Movie magic on the hade. A team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible mission and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Clay. Nostalgic, small-time, Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Park.
Yeah, I remember that.
Over there, look into the Winking Room. Have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Picture. That's what this whole place is based on. Remember that one? No? But a little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. So bad. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, right to the town, lies a sinister secret. Welcome to the world.
Alright guys, we're going to do a quick sound check from the movie Nope. Just sound, that's it, I promise. Alright you guys, as we get out of here, I get to point out one last thing before I have to sadly say goodbye. It's this big blue screen coming up on your right hand side. There's a pit in front of that screen that they fill with water, and then they project an image onto that screen to make it look like we're in the middle of the ocean. So I'm going to show you a movie that films right over there. It was called Sully with Tom Hanks.
Evacuate.
Alright guys, I'm going to pause it in just a second and kind of show you how they did it. Right there. What you guys are seeing up on your screens, you'll see the pit in just a moment coming up on your right side. They filled the pit with water. Today the pit is filled with trucks, but they filled it with water. They put the plane in the pit, and everything else you're seeing is just an image projected onto that blue screen. So that's where we film all of our big water and ocean scenes. Jim Carrey has been out there 2 times, once for the famous walking on water scene in Bruce Almighty, and then he came back for the end of the Truman Show, same exact place. All right, you guys, I promised before I said goodbye, I would show you a little bit more about Fan Fest Night starting this coming weekend. Here's a little peek of Fan Fest Nights.
It's Zoinks!
There they are! Mystery Machine. Universal Fan Fest Night at Universal Studios Hollywood.
You guys, it's going to be so much fun. Not just Scooby-Doo, they're doing Sailor Moon, One Piece, Wizarding World of Harry Potter. It's a really fun event. All of the information is on our website, universalstudioshollywood.com. And sadly, my friends, that means we've come to the end of our tour. On behalf of myself, Sammy, our driver, Jesse, and everybody here at Universal Studios Hollywood, I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. To my annual pass holders, welcome back. Now, guys, the best tip I can give you today, if you haven't already, make sure to have that free app downloaded to your phones. It's the Universal Studios Hollywood app, because on it, you're going to see up to the minute wait times for all of our rides, park hours, all of our food options. It's actually a very, very useful tool. All right, you guys, we're going to pull forward here in just a second. I'm going to be standing outside of the tram as you exit. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I just have one last favor to ask all of you. Do me a favor and just stay seated until they open up those doors. All right, take a look around your seats. Make sure you have all of your belongings. Once again, thank you so much for joining me here today. I have loved being your tour guide. If you liked my tour, my name is Sammy. And if you did not like my tour, my name is Kendra. Yeah, you guys, yeah. Let her have it. She's the worst. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. You guys are very cute. I'll take it, I'll take it. Jesse. Thanks, you guys. You're the best. Come here every day.
Yeah. Can we go back to the earthquake?
You were asking me about the fire station. So they never filmed it, but they did have footage of the show. There's an old show from the 70s called The Hurries. There's fire station. That's why it's fire station.
Okay. I saw the backdrop sign.
They have that's from the old background.
Yeah.
But if it's too, it would be too difficult to film there and like the
Or whatever.
yeah,
Nice.
have
What
those.
rides are? Oh, let's check out. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
The ride's over.
Really?
Huh? The ride's over. It's not the Yeah. I'm wearing to show the credits.
Okay. Hell yeah. Yes.
What happened to the Nitro guy?
I can't hear you. Hold on. Wait till we get, and then I'll be able to answer.
All right, you guys, if it's your first time here, a couple must-dos in the park. Of course, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And if it gets a little bit warmer out, an ice-cold butterbeer is awesome. Yeah, it's ice-cold and it's filled with sugar, so it wakes you up and it also cools you down. That's a good one. Of course, the lower lot, where Jurassic World and The Mummy and all of our big thrill rides are. I would also say don't sleep on Secret Life of Pets. I think that ride is absolutely adorable and super, super cute. But you guys, we are just about ready to hit the road.
Where's that? Up here? Okay. And don't you come back no more.
All right, guys, we're about to pull forward, which means you get one last chance to embarrass the people that you're sitting next to, your friends and family, by dancing in your seats. This is it, you guys. Here we go.
Bring the noise.
What are you having here?
Right, guys, now let's listen to Blues Riff and me. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Once again, just hang tight in those seats till they open up the doors. I'll be standing by the studio directory. If you have any questions, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy this gorgeous weather. And as they say in Hollywood, that is a wrap. Okay, one last chance to embarrass. There was no embarrassing dancing going on during that, so you get one last chance. Here we go. Yeah, boyfriends embarrass your girlfriends. Yes. Okay, there's the dancing that I want. Thank you, birthday girl. Thank you. I see you, fourth car. I see your dance moves. Okay. Good job, you guys. Okay, third car, I see you too. All right. I underestimated this group. All right, you guys. We're going to pull forward right now. Hang tight in those seats. My friends are going to come open up the doors. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You guys have so much fun. I'll see you out there.